Aussie guy. So tell the people listening, where are you from? What show did we pull you from? And how did you get involved with them? Because this guy over here loves you guys.
No, Chad has been very kind to me and a big supporter. So, I mean, there's a long-running saga that it obviously culminated in Get My Go. And so that's how I've got to know Chad is through Get My Go and the hours that we've sat there listening to terrible podcasting and making fun of it. And look, it really is a lot of fun. And, you know, people will say it's mean-spirited or whatever, but we have a lot of fun doing it, and we just try and make each other laugh, and it's always a good time on Get My Go.
I'm still waiting for that. I've had an invitation, several invitations, but never a follow-up.
Can't get it done on Friday. That's the problem.
They said they would. They said they would. Yes. Every single person that now I'm friendly with the Get My Go crew, you know, and every single person said, "Oh, we will do it on a Friday for you." And I'm sitting here every Friday like, where are these people?
We're sitting here waiting. I agree.
But I still don't understand the concept completely because I haven't listened to a full episode yet.
Yeah.
So I really need to come on as just, yeah, I do. I really need to come on and experience it because, I mean, Chad's in love with you guys. And he talks about Get My Go so much. And I'm just like, God, why don't you just leave me and go to them full time? Like, he just loves you to death. So I'm intrigued, and I say this all the time, but the schedules just don't work out. So we have to find a happy medium because I would love to one day join you guys. And I wouldn't know what the hell you're doing, but I'd like to be there and experience the whole, the vibe.
We definitely need to because I've got clips. I've got clips of certain people saying unkind things about you.
Here's what needs to be done then. Whoever is the mastermind has to pull all those clips. And I'm going to probably cry because I don't like criticism and it hurts my feelings, but I'll do it because I think it might be fun.
Yeah,
all right.
Of course it is.
Book that.
I mean, Mike Durbin is a shrewd businessman, so we'll see what he has to say.
Oh, Mike and I are like this. We are.
And he loves you. No, that's
we are
sure.
two peas in a pod. So I think if you pitch it to him, I think he'll be all for it. But I really feel like it could be something fun to do.
Yes,
so
it would be fun.
Let's do it. I wanted to be twinsies with him, and he said, "No, I'll let you wear the tank top." How we doing?
I was going to request that you wear a turtleneck because I had a great joke relating to it, but unfortunately, I was going to say that's a rad turtleneck, but he's not here, so get your tits out.
It's clearly not big enough.
I see. Well, I'm glad you're here because what is it? 3 a.m.
1 a.m.
1 a.m. Well, God bless you. Thank you for coming. I said, if Dean doesn't come, he was supposed to, he was the one I talked to. He came up with this mess.
Guaranteed.
So I'm glad you're here. And Mike, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you. I don't know what to expect from all this, but I'm ready for the ride. So
I took another look last night at the clips that I had selected earlier in the week, and they are phenomenal. You're going to love this.
I'm going to cry.
Yeah.
Sorry, just quickly, I want to get feisty, Francine, so I deliberately wore this shirt.
Son of a bitch.
See, I'm trying to fire you up, get you ready to go.
All right.
I got a good shirt on today. How about that?
Yeah. See, I would wear a Get My Go shirt, but I wasn't sent one.
I will send you everything we have. What size do you wear?
Well, if we want it to be tight, it would be a medium. If I want it comfortable, it would be a large.
Okay, then it's going to be I'll send you a small.
Oh, get my leg in it.
You want it extra tight.
Oh God.
Send one with the logo on each.
Yeah.
That would be wonderful.
Jesus.
We're getting crazy now. See, he was such a gentleman on my show, and now he's off the rails.
Dropping the T word. Good Lord.
I see where this is going. All right.
Now, Francine, I know on your Cameo, you have the ability to do a face or a heel, right?
Yes.
Whatever the customer wants, you'll do it that way.
Yeah, and I would say 75% is the heel mode, which I love.
So where's the best place to get the Cameo? Because there's a certain link that you want people to go to.
Oh, if they want to order one, Twitter is the best my link on Twitter, because if you order directly off of the Cameo app, Apple takes an additional like 30%. It's highway robbery, and what I do is I cancel the order and I direct them to my Twitter.
Okay.
So I feel like for everybody involved, they should always put your link out there, or else you're going to get another 30% docked.
Yeah. So for this episode, we want heel Francine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, can I start off as a sweet baby face, but this guy pisses me off so bad that I just form into this raving bitch?
I think by the third clip, you're going to
Oh my God, I'm so scared. Okay.
Well, one thing these guys emphasize is they love storytelling, when you tell a good story in a match. So I like that theory that you got to let it build.
Yeah. Well, okay. I mean, I'll do my best.
So for all the listeners of the Eyes Up Here Patreon that are watching or listening right now, Get My Go is a show that we started about 1.5 years ago. It's like a parody show. We started off focused on these 2 or 3 individuals, a certain podcast. We branched out in the last few months, but for this episode, we're going to do those original guys. We're going to do, they were called Wrestling with Reality. Now they're called Retro Wrestling Revival. Very original names, Francine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds
and they have had not so kind things to say about the Queen of Extreme. And Dean told you about that last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And now we're going to watch some clips.
Oh, I'm so like, my anxiety is going through the roof right now.
No, don't. You just need to realize, look at the 2 people that are saying it, and that's all you need to.
I hate when people don't like me.
No.
Just wait till you see what pops up on the screen, Francine.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, you really, if you have some expectations, drastically lower
I have
them.
no idea what I'm doing right now. So, all right, we'll just watch these guys. Now, are these just fans?
They are just fans.
Yeah.
They consider themselves wrestling historians.
Because I'd like to say I think we're pretty much wrestling historians in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So experts in the field, but
they think they are. Yeah,
just fans. Okay, got you. All right, I'm ready. Oh my God, my heart is beating. And I don't know why.
Don't let. Yeah, slow your heart down. Take the heart rate down a little bit, because again, the expectations are going to drop.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys.
The worst.
Wait a minute, Cheeks? Is that his name? Cheeks Wang? What? Total nonstop stutter muffin. Brother Mark, what is this? What is this?
You'll find out.
Yeah.
Do you think these names are cool? First of all, they're not. Sorry, I don't even know these guys, but what is that? Okay.
Every week they change their name.
Oh, is that it?
And they think they're clever. They think they pick cute names every week. So yeah.
Wang Lung. I can't even say it. All right. I can't. Okay, go.
I can't
This
wait.
is already brilliant.
I can't do that. Now, the one guy has all action figures behind him?
Yeah.
And I noticed mine's not there, so obviously they hate me. Okay, perfect.
And they're not evenly spaced.
No, they're all crooked.
all.
I've never noticed back there like how crooked they really are until now. Like it's
Look at the corner,
way off.
Bottom right-hand corner, there's a big gap, and that's annoying the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Fitting.
Yes,
Bottom right.
He's got my figure already. Look. Oh,
Yeah, if you want a great figure, this is one right here. This
he
is
has
the
a great
micro
figure.
brawler.
Brian really emphasized my boobs on that one. I was very happy about that. Okay.
Some may say that bottom right corner might be a little funny, but I can't figure out why.
Yeah.
All right, let's get through this.
All right, let's get started.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, welcome to what is now the most popular show here on the Retro Wrestling Revival, and that is the TNA watch along series with like the pay-per-views. The crazy part about it, ladies and gentlemen, is that this is the most popular show, and we've only done one of them. So like you guys have spoken, you have told us that you love the non-stop
comedy
action, you love going old school back in 2002, and you know what? This is something that I'm passionate about, and this is something that I'm dragging John along with because I want to share my love for early TNA wrestling. But like with that said, the total nonstop stutter muffin Brother Martin is here with Cheeks Wangland, and we're gonna have a blasty blast tonight, and we're gonna do the NWA TNA pay-per-view number 2. That's Dose, baby. And you know what? Last week was fantastic, like with the last show, and this one, which you know what? This is probably going to be even better. So, John, how are you doing tonight, brother? And are you excited to get involved with some nonstop action? That's total.
Dude, I'm really excited. You know why? Because when Cheeks is on, it's going to be a good night. Because, man, Cheeks is just the man. So,
wait, may I say something 1 second?
Sure.
I love how they just put themselves over. Stop calling him John. His name is Cheeks, by the way. And they did one episode, but it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. According to who? Cheeks and Muffin Brother Martin?
She's catching on quick.
Is that what we're talking about? Because was there a poll? Was there a Twitter poll that I didn't see? Were there other podcasts involved? Or were they the only ones nominated for this achievement?
Well, I could tell you from viewer count, nobody saw it. So that's the first thing.
Cheeks, a.k.a. John, and Muffin Brother Martin. I get it. Okay. Self high five for both of you.
The Muffin Brother Martin.
That's his name. But he keeps calling him John. It's obviously
that's his shit name.
Wangland. It says it right there. Dumbass.
Now, if we were to tell you one of these guys served in the army, which one would you pick?
The army. I would think it would be Cheeks.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's a good guess. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
You might want to edit that out. That was a good guess.
My wealth of knowledge. I'm very knowledgeable.
Like since we went up on audio too the other week, and it was easily hands down like triple like the numbers of the other shows on audio at least.
What other shows? That was the first show. Wasn't that the first show?
That's the confusing part, okay? So they start random things and they call it like a series, but they haven't done any yet. So all they're putting their measurement up is past shows of other branding they've done.
Yeah.
So obviously nobody is watching it. So you would be confused had you been a regular viewer.
What are their numbers? Does anyone know their numbers?
1.
Single digits.
Is it their wives that are watching?
No.
Their children? Maybe
they do have 2 or 3 very dedicated viewers.
Yeah.
And they name them and they shout them out. Because there's only a handful of them.
Well, that's why they could shout them out and not take up too much time of their busy schedule. But okay, I just love how the numbers escalated, but there was only one episode.
Yep.
Yes, yeah,
that's
you're right.
Good point. Okay.
And actually, we're gonna be introduced to one of their diehard fans right now. His name's Mike Keaton, and he also has his own show.
Why wouldn't he?
And we've covered them on Get My Go. We've covered his show. I forgot what it was called, but
is it as good as Cheeks and Brother Martin?
It's just as wretched.
Wait, Mike Keaton, is that the show with those 2 other guys that we?
Batman.
That's Mike Keaton.
Yes.
Yeah.
I never realized that.
Man, what is up, Mike Keaton? Good to see you out here, my friend. Hey, congrats to Mike. He had a great success I saw over on his last show last night on Two Guys in a Wrestling podcast, man. They had about 1.3 thousand views on it. Congratulations, man. Awesome stuff to see that. Fantastic, man. We always love to support our friends in the wrestling community out here and have some fun, man. Mike's got a great show. So welcome, Mr. Mike Keaton. And we're gonna have some fun tonight.
1.3 thousand.
That's not right.
So 1,300.
That's 1,300. 1.3 thousand.
Why would you take the long way? Or why would you take such a shortcut and take 2 extra digits? You know, like what was the point of that?
1.3 thousand. Well.
All right, so Francine, here we go.
Okay.
They are going to watch a TNA. I don't know if it was a TNA pay-per-view at the time, but they're going to preview the women's match on that card. So get ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Then you got a women's match that is going to be an absolute debacle. And it's going to be Taylor Vaughn, Alexis Lurie, who's also Mickie James, and Electra from ECW, Aaron, Francine, Joni, Miss Sasha, Shannon, and Tyler in a Miss TNA Lingerie Battle Royal. Well, at least we'll have some good viewing, I'm sure, on here. At least, there'll be some nice things to look at here. Some beautiful women. I think that's about all you're going to get on here. I don't think any of them, other than Mickie James, has ever had a Matt Classic out there that can actually work.
You're telling me Francine, she's not the caliber of a Mickie James?
Dude.
Skills?
No, Francine. I mean, 5-star classic all day long when I think about Francine in the ring.
Yep, exactly. And her podcast is just a phenomenal. She is a wordsmith when it comes to giving life advice, and she speaks the truth when it comes to the wrestling business. So check out her podcast.
What's it called?
It's called Eyes Up Here.
Oh, okay, sure.
Excuse me.
So,
Excuse me.
All right. Moving on from that one that nobody else listens to, I'm sure.
You stepped on it. You stepped on the big comment.
Well, we'll rewind for a second. But
Go ahead, Francine.
Was that cheeky? What he said? Was he slapping me in the face with my light? Oh, so don't check me out.
He's being sarcastic.
Sarcastic plug.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know nothing about nothing. I've only been in the business for almost 30 years. To his one podcast who went through the roof with their ratings and 1.3 thousand listeners. But or was that was his friend? I don't know, but everything's the shit so far with this, let me just say. And I am taking offense right off the bat. Right off the bat. So I can't imagine what is going to be said about me in the future. But that comment I don't like.
He's insulting your wrestling career, and then he's insulting your podcast. Yeah,
that you're not a wordsmith is what he said.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You're getting a guy saying she's not a wordsmith.
I'm sorry, I'm not as eloquent as you, total nonstop stutter muffin brother Martin. I'm sorry. Maybe I can have him on the show. And he can teach me how to speak.
Yeah, I'm not coming on that one.
Maybe I'll book him.
I'm taking that day off.
What's it called?
It's called Eyes Up Here.
Oh, okay, sure.
So
all right. Moving on from that one that nobody else listens to, I'm sure.
Oh, well, I'm not saying that I listen to it, but I've heard of it.
Yes.
Ooh.
Burn. That got me right
guys that are recording at 1:00 in the morning on Facebook Live to nobody.
That got me right in my whistles, I must admit. Okay, here's my take so far on these two. Okay. If they were reputable, had a big fan base, had a big following, did something in the world of professional wrestling, I might say to myself, yeah, maybe I could do a little better. Maybe I am the shits. Maybe I'm not that good. But who are these two?
Yeah.
And what have they done for not just for wrestling, but anywhere? I've never heard of them. They've never taken a bump in their life to criticize not just me, but anybody in professional wrestling. And so far, their podcast is a heaping pile of shit. So you tell me who has the better podcast and who has a loyal fan base for almost 30 years.
Yeah.
And they have their 5 listeners.
Yep.
3. Usually I don't get so hot, but right now I'm boiling.
Yep.
I'm boiling.
So you called their podcast a heaping pile of shit. What do you think of their microphone? What do you think of their microphone technique? Specifically, Brother Martin.
What is it? At first I thought he was talking into his flip phone. That's what it looked like, a flip phone. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. And listen, I'm a nice person. I don't tend to go off on people. That was mean and uncalled for.
Yeah. If
he never listens, I don't listen, then how do you know? I'm so uneducated and not articulate, not as articulate as you, with your 1.3 thousand listeners. Mad.
So anyway, keeping the microphone technique in mind, watch this next clip, Francine.
Mm-hmm. He was like a freaking world championship caliber wrestler. This guy could easily pass as a world champion.
Don't cover your mic, Chris.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
But like the Wall, he could easily pass for a world champion.
Expert analysis about one Jerry Tooth.
He was holding it upside down.
Why doesn't he have a professional, like one of these, like something to hold?
Because he spends all his money on AEW trading cards and action figures.
Oh.
So he doesn't have any money left over.
Francine, you've been watching this for a few minutes now, and you said, why doesn't he have a professional, like, what do you mean?
Yes.
Well, if their program is so over, I would think they would just go to the extent of buying good quality, like a nice microphone, a nice ring lamp, maybe a couple monitors.
A ring lamp? Where the hell are they putting that?
I don't know what their surroundings look like, but I just noticed his voice has been muffled, and now I know why, because he's holding the wrong end of the microphone.
Here's another one similar to that.
There's more.
He is actually the third man. Like, you're thinking to yourself, wait a second, Chris, like the third man in the New World Order? No, that...
So you can see John's he's boiling. He wants to correct him, but he's waiting for his spot, right? So watch John. Just keep your eye on John.
Watch those eyebrows, those perfectly manicured eyebrows curling.
In the New World Order? No, that was Mabel. Just ask Dave Meltzer. But anyways,
hey Chris, your mic is sounding really low, man. You got to keep it up there today.
Are we good?
Oh my God! I can't.
Okay. So, like I was saying,
you would think he would know better because he's an expert podcaster. Notice my hands are not touching my microphone. You can hear me nice and clearly.
Yes.
But then I don't know what the hell I'm doing because my podcast is horrible compared to this masterpiece of work.
Francine, you're great friends with Sonny, with Tammy Sitch.
Right.
We all know that.
Right.
Now, if I were to tell you that one of these gentlemen was a life coach, which one would you guess?
I'm going to say it's the Muffin Man.
No, you're wrong.
No, we got you on that one.
Cheeks is a life coach, a drug counselor.
Oh.
Yeah.
So did he coach his muffin friend? And maybe that's why he's over all these addictions.
So they're going to take a shot at Tammy right here. And they love to take shots at, wrestlers who have been drug addicts or have had problems with the bottle or pills. They have always done that since the beginning, even though the one guy is a life coach and a drug counselor.
And the other guy is a recovering
Well, they're both
addicts.
they're both recovered drug addicts. They claim,
and they have no sympathy for those who are struggling.
No.
Oh, very nice. Okay, let's go.
okay.
How many bottles of bourbon you think those two polished?
Come
off
on.
in the back.
And they had to get Toby Keith to cover the tab because they had so much
Seriously.
they went broke.
If they would have got Sonny in there with them, man, that could have been the real triple threat.
Oh, that ain't right.
Oh, I'm going to
That
take
ain't
some
right.
heat for that one, but it's okay. It is what it is.
Gonna take some heat for that.
They
one.
love taking shots at Sunny. They've done that every time she gets arrested. They do like a whole show about it.
I find it disgusting because if you are recovering whatever, aren't you supposed to be sympathetic to somebody else who are going through struggles because you know what they went through? Mm-hmm. Why are these two being such assholes about it? They're not good people. They're just not good people. Yep. I can just tell by the way they think they're so cool. Anybody can sit in front of a monitor on Facebook and talk. They're not that cool. They're not impressing me. And I know I don't impress them, but I can give two shits that I don't impress them.
You do impress them. If they were to see you at a convention, guaranteed they'd pay the money. They do the photo op with you. They get the autograph. They do the whole thing. But
well, guess what? Now both their faces are imprinted in my brain, so I'm going to take their money and then I'm going to heal them after I get their money and tell them what pieces of they are.
That's that they would literally if you followed them or liked one of their tweets on Twitter or something like that, you would be the greatest of all time.
That's what I'm going to do.
Influential.
Let's do this.
Oh,
when all this is done, okay, we're going to shut the camera off, right? You guys are going to tell me what to tweet. And then we're going to wait about, I don't know, until we get a response. And then I'm going to heal the out of them. That's what I'm going to do. Because I am so mad. They're not men. They're little boys. They're acting like children. And they're just saying all the wrong things, and they're really pushing my buttons. They're really getting my go right now.
Yeah.
Yes, brilliant.
Get ready, Chad, because they're taking another shot at you.
Oh.
Okay, Francine. And like, there's many people. They think we crap on her because of our feelings towards others, but that's not the case whatsoever. Like,
they're saying that people think that they hate you because of your association with Chad.
The Chadster, come on.
Yeah.
Oh,
so that's what they're. Yeah, he can't, eloquently get that.
I didn't.
Out there.
Okay, all right.
She served a great purpose in ECW. All jokes aside, man. Other than that, she did her purpose there for the most part. There, she was a prop.
You were a prop.
I'm a prop.
I forgot about that one.
That must be a compliment.
No, actually, Francine, it's what we call on Get My Go a compliment sandwich, where he compliments somebody and then he takes a shot at him, then he compliments him again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
He's famous for that.
Pushed together. Gotcha.
Yeah. Her and Shane Douglas, they had great chemistry, but that was it for me. I didn't see her.
Yes. We'll talk about her later.
What? I didn't see her. Yes. He didn't say anything.
Well, he's hitting his little vape gimmick there. So
What's wrong with these two? I wouldn't have heard his thought. I didn't see her, and he never finished this thought, and the other guy had an orgasm.
He got distracted.
Yeah, I was hoping we'd see one of those moments because they're my favorites where John just shows he's not paying any attention to what Brother Martin says to him and just completely jumps in and interrupts him. Yeah. And Brother Martin just rolls with the punches. He just moves on.
They had great chemistry, but that was it for me. I didn't see her.
Yes. We'll talk about her later.
Yes.
I actually know what he was going to say there. I could actually pick up on it. He said, I didn't see her charisma was what he was going to say.
Charisma. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I am not as charismatic as these two, obviously, but I'll work on that and maybe I can come back stronger.
Okay. So the next clip, I'm not even going to describe it. I want to see what you think of it.
Okay.
And Jazz and like with Trish Stratus and Lita. They were all
okay.
There's a famous word that Brother Martin always says. He doesn't use the word taken.
No.
Francine.
Okay.
He uses another word for that.
This angers me.
All ones that wanted it to be taken seriously. And dare I say...
Coming from the wordsmith.
We've corrected him on this multiple times. I personally told him to not use that word, and he can't get it out of his vocabulary.
Are they from the South? And that's no disrespect to the South, but are they from the South?
He is from originally, I think he's from Pittsburgh, and then he was living in Baltimore, and then now he's been in Myrtle Beach for like the last 10 years, and that's where he met his wife.
I was going to say, because the wife sounds very South.
Oh, yeah. She's very,
Oh, yeah. She's from South Carolina, I tell you. She's born and bred in South Carolina.
Tucking is not a word.
No, thank you.
Again,
excuse you. You're a wordsmith. So, I mean, you would know if it was, a real word or not.
Well, they critique me for being, I can't speak correctly. And this guy's saying tucking every chance he gets. So I'm not feeling as bad. Yeah. I had anxiety before the show about these two, and now I'm just like, you guys are such assholes. It's so dumb.
Marks. They're just marks. They're just delusional.
No, there's a difference. Being a mark is not a bad thing. We were all marks at one point. That's why we love this business. That's why we got, I got into the business because of my love for wrestling. Wanted to be a performer. You got into it because you enjoy it. You're all doing your own thing. It's fine to be a mark. These two are just idiots. It's not. It's beyond markism. It's just they're just stupid trolls who are just insensitive to other human beings, and they're just assholes. Yeah. That's the perfect word for them. There's nothing endearing about these two. I feel bad for the one guy. He's got a stutter. I'm not going to make fun of his stutter. I don't make fun of people with disabilities. I never did. I never will. I feel bad for him, so I'm not going to shit on him for that. Their attitudes are just they're awful human beings. And for being people of God and ministers and all, come on. They're hypocrites. Yeah. They're just a bunch of hypocrites. Oh my
let's get to the next clip. So we talked a little bit about his porn addiction, right?
Right.
Okay. Apparently there was something in the women's match where it got very sexual. Like Ed Ferrara was involved, and I guess he touched some of the women inappropriately.
He grabbed my boob.
What a gentleman Ed Ferrara is there to go over there and comfort her. Look, he was just helping her up. His hands were not on her breast for perverted reasons, okay? And now she's going down on him like she's going to give him a blowjob. This is very classy. She's taking his belt off. I'm sure people are watching this and enjoying it. Yeah, there you go. Now she punches him.
Yeah, Ferrara, that was not very classy.
Now Ferrara's getting his ass whooped there for groping her.
Okay. All right. Let me break it down for you, gentlemen. You do what the office tells you to do. Yeah. Okay. Was I a fan of this spot? Hell no. Did I do it? Yeah. Because that's what they wanted. And that's what they told me to do. Right? Now, if anyone thought that I was going to get on my knees and service Ed Ferrara in a stadium in front of children, like, how big of a mark are you? You know, it's called a spot. It's just, it's to get a reaction. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't like it, but I did it because, you know, and I had Jerry Jarrett for 3 weeks in a row have Ed Ferrara grab me in my breast until finally I said, why are we doing this? And Jerry goes, oh, you don't want to do it anymore? And I was like, well, we did it 3 times. I mean, can we do something else? You know, is there something else that we can do? So, you know, if you're frustrated with the spots that you're seeing, it's not talent's fault. Yeah. Blame the writers. Don't hate me for it. I just had to get that out there because I'm sick of people like blaming the wrestlers for stupid shit that they had to do. Yeah, it's not me.
But here's the thing. I guarantee if they watched this in 2002 or whenever it was, they would have loved it, right?
Yeah, it would have just been a part of the show.
Now they're going to condemn it, okay?
Well, because they're God-fearing men.
Yes.
And this is an abomination of the church.
Yeah, listen.
Obviously.
And they would suck Ed Ferrara's dick to beat Hulk Hogan.
Friend of real.
Just when you look at it now, and I'm not a prude person on things, I'm not going to sit over there and get mad at shit like this or whatever. But when you got a chick getting down on her knees, like she's going to give the guy a blowjob and taking his belt off in front of everybody, that even on pay-per-view is going a little bit too far, unless it's a pornography thing.
Oh, which I agree.
That's just me, though. I don't know what you're.
I'd rather be a man.
I think it's
the company was called TNA.
Yeah, it's too much, too hot for TV. Yeah, I see. Okay,
I think it's disgusting, and that it should be. They shouldn't have this crap. Period.
Oh my God! Shut up.
I'm just saying. I mean, which like for me, because I'm married, because I have a daughter, and yeah, just saying, man. I'm just very old school in that aspect.
Now, this is the guy that, even though he was married and had a daughter, he told the entire story on his podcast about how he used to lie to his family. Like, if they were going to go to the water park, he would fake being sick so he could stay home and watch porn all day. He admitted that on his show. Now he's condemning your spot.
I was going to ask, like, what kind of porn was he into? Because if me pretending to, get down on my knees and do something is offensive, what kind of fucked up shit was he watching?
But how about the fact, like, who was watching that? Even like from any bit of anything outside of wrestling, who's thinking that that's hot? Like, ooh, look at her, she's pulling down his belt, and who gets titillated by like a clear spot at the end of a wrestling match? The way they had to preface that.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was just
the comedy spot.
It's just the spot. No one thought I was going to take his pants off. Like, nothing.
They did. They were hoping for a little Ferrara dingaling.
No, because I'm disgusting. That's uncalled for. That's a disgusting spot. Yet this guy's whacking off while his kid's at the water park, and God knows what he's watching.
Yeah.
Correct? I want to know what kind of porn he was into, because I
He-
bet there was some kinky stuff.
He's watching that kind of fucked up porn that you can't send through the mail.
I mean,
Call back to my appearance on Eyes Up Here. I reckon he's into some of that scat there, Francine.
it might be. And like I said to you, to each their own. I don't care what you're into. You're into what you're into, and that's cool with me.
And it's $5,000 for you to do it.
$5,000.
That's what you said.
I'm up in that now. I'm hot. I'm going to up that price. But seriously, like again, they're condemning people, and look what they're doing. They're being hypocrites.
Mhm.
You know, they're above. He's so above me. I should have never did that. I'm the scum of the earth because I did that stupid spot. Right?
Yeah.
Is that's what he's saying basically?
Yeah.
Disgusting. It has
So
no
never, if I were them, I would never go to the movies and see a movie past PG, because you're going to see some sort of innuendo and you might be offended by it.
I'm just a filthy animal. I have no place on this earth, according to him. Got it.
Also, this is the guy who will talk about like eating his wife's bush on his podcast, and
Yeah, that's true too.
Make all those comments. Right, she rides my dick. As a famous quote.
He did an entire episode about his grandma that just passed. He did like a 45-minute tribute to his grandmother, and then right after that, he did like 15 minutes on his wife's sexual preferences and stuff like that. So
That's an old school episode. That's way back in the day.
I don't get this.
it's very weird. Yeah,
I don't get it.
They're gonna wrap up your match now. They're gonna give their.
Damn it!
final.
I want it more. Okay.
Now Francine is whipping this girl with the belt.
Wow. Okay, this really needs to stop. This is really freaking way too long, way too.
It's
annoying.
over now. Thank God. It looks like.
Dear Lord, baby Jesus, thank God this is over.
Baby Jesus. Baby Jesus. Praise baby Jesus. Thank God it's over. The debauchery is over. Thank God.
So they shit on wrestlers and they do that a lot. They also praise wrestlers a lot. They have their few that they
Their
love.
favorite.
One of them may be a friend of yours.
Oh,
ECW original Jerry Lynn.
Jerry Lynn is one of my best friends. Yes.
Yes, Chad, you're also very friendly with Jerry Lynn. You always
Yes.
talk highly of him.
Thanks to the Queen of Extreme, Jerry Lynn is quite possibly the most entertaining text message of the day.
Well, the two of you and Brother Martin, you all have something in common, and you love Jerry Lynn. He's going to praise Jerry Lynn, and I guess he reached out to him. I think he does this a lot, where he'll DM wrestlers and he'll try and get sympathy from them for whatever reason. Jerry Lynn, unfortunately, may have responded to him, maybe out of pity, and this is the result.
Speaking of legends, we got one within the ring right now.
Jerry friggin' Lynn. Yes, you are right.
I can't put the guy over enough, man. He's so fucking awesome. Seriously, why doesn't the WWE put him in the Hall of Fame? I fucking kid you not. I don't understand, man.
Can I answer that one? Jerry Lynn said he would never go into the WWE Hall of Fame if he was ever asked to be a part of it. Idiots.
Well, again, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like they like who they like and they don't like who they don't like. I'm not offended by them not liking me. I'm offended by them saying that I don't do something nice or correct or whatever, but then they're worse than I am. Yeah. That's what I'm offended by.
Mike kind of set it up a little bit. Do you know why Jerry Lynn got all that praise, Francine? And this is an ongoing thread throughout the whole episode. Jerry Lynn, or probably Jerry's wife, responded to a DM or responded to a tweet that he tagged him in and said, basically, keep your head up, blah, 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 blah.
This was after he got the response.
Yeah. That's right.
Yes, correct.
Jerry Lynn became the greatest cruiserweight of all time. He broke down barriers for smaller wrestlers, all of that stuff. That all happened post getting a DM from Jerry Lynn.
Okay.
So I'm going to skip ahead. This is in the other clip that I had. This is related to Jerry Lynn. So he's going to describe what Jerry did for him.
1 second. We now have brown-eyed girl manager Brother Martin and
this is a different episode.
Wildcat Wangland is here. So Wildcat and brown-eyed girl manager. Which what the hell does that mean? Yeah. What does that mean?
They're funny. That's why they're really funny.
Ugh, okay.
Once again, guys, you know that I'm a massive mark for Jerry. Oh, and speaking of Jerry, which I'm going to put him over once again for something non-wrestling related. And for the people that were supportive and reached out to me during my really stressful day, like a few days ago, with my depression, thank you so much. And Jerry Lynn, which you saw the message, John.
Yeah, it was very kind of him to do that.
Jerry Lynn, he reached out to me with very kind words that were very supportive. And Jerry, thank you. That really means the world.
Yeah, that was really nice, man, to see that somebody like that, when you're going through something, you put something up, and a guy like that would reach out, man. That was really cool. Shows the class act that he is.
Can I just recreate the tweet really quickly? It is, I'm having a really bad day, and I really could use some support and some kind words. At Jerry Lynn, at so-and-so, at blah, 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 at yada, yada. He just tags the person he wants a response from. So Jerry, being the unbelievably nice man that he is, probably saw that and thought, I can make this guy's day just by saying, hey, man, keep your head up. That's what he did. And now he went from just being Jerry Lynn to now he's Jerry.
But I do the same thing. When people do that to me, I do the same thing, and I respond every single time. I give them a little heart, and then I give them a little pick me up or whatever. I always respond.
Okay.
Yeah. I just feel like if the person's taking their time to tag me in something, I'm gonna write something nice back. Maybe it'll make them smile.
Yeah.
So I don't frown upon Jerry for doing that. But
no, not at all.
Obviously, Jerry's one of his favorites if they tagged him. They didn't tag me.
Well, he tags like random people. He'll put out like a biblical quote, and then he'll tag like Barack Obama, Jerry Lynn,
Two-man power trip.
Yeah, two-man power trip. Chris Rock,
Jerry Lynn, Chris Rock, and
it's like various people from various genres. Yeah.
I've known John Paz for 21 years, and I never thought I'd see a tweet where him, Barack Obama, like Bill Gates, and Jerry Lynn were all tagged in one tweet.
What a crew. I'm sorry. I was just going to say, to me, that proves that they are fans of Jerry even before he answered them, because they're tagging him.
No, that's what we're kind of saying. I reckon he started tagging Jerry Lynn because he saw Jerry Lynn responding to other people.
Correct.
Like, seriously.
Bingo.
Oh, well,
actually, one of the greatest moments in Get My Go history, I don't even know if we covered this on a show, but it definitely happened because of our show. He used to tag Chris Jericho a lot, right? And he would, back when he had his GoFundMes, he would send Jericho his link, asking Jericho to donate. And then guess what happened? Jericho blocked him. Blocked him.
Good. You can only go so far. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And these GoFundMes, are they legit? You're saying they're not, right?
No.
Come on, no way.
That bothers me too. I hate that's unacceptable.
Vince Russo painted a picture, like with actual paint on the canvas, and then he auctioned it off to to the brand. And I guess what was it, Dean? Like $1,000. What did he get for that one?
Yeah, something. Yeah, I forget the number.
So then Vince generously donated the money to this guy for his GoFundMe, and then he turned on Vince later on.
How long before he crapped on Vince for doing something wrong?
Yeah. All right, here's their final thoughts on the pay-per-view. They're gonna rate it. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
So what do you got for this? You got thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle. What do you got?
Brother, I got thumbs up all the way from top to bottom. This match, this show was fantastic. This was the cherry that who was on top. The only critical remark which I have was that stupid lingerie match, the crap with Francine. That was extremely crass and very inappropriate. That was like my only negative comment. But for the most part, the show was great.
Disgusting.
Wow, you by name. Think about all those girls in that match.
No, he was referring to the Ed Ferrara segment.
Oh, the Ed Ferrara. Okay,
yeah,
I'm
referring to the ending when I get on my knees. It's disgusting. It's crude. It's lewd, and I I shouldn't have done it.
You make me sick.
I am appalling, and I want to apologize to the Muffin Man right now and say I am so sorry for that spot in 2002 when I embarrassed you. And then you turned off your pay-per-view and turned on your porn and had at it. I'm short.
I mean, shit. I guess they've never seen WOW, huh? Or WEW.
WEW.
I'm
yes.
sorry, WEW. They've never seen that. I mean, that's like, his head might blow off his body if he
would have loved that.
WEW.
He would have got his wrestling and his porn in the same program. It would have been wonderful.
Now, I have just a question for the host here, Mr. Durban. Isn't there one more clip? Isn't there another one?
I actually. Yeah, I have a whole nother episode, but I think we've gone long here. I don't know, Francine, if you probably have other things to do with your day.
I'm hitting my time. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. I do not at this point.
Yeah. So we're gonna cut it here, and then we're gonna continue this at some point in the future.
We could do it.
The other clip is gonna be saved.
Yeah. This was a 13-minute clip. I got another entire 13-minute clip.
That's a good one.
We're gonna save that for a future episode. But they're gonna give all their plugs and everything. So.
Oh,
I want you to see how they
know where to follow them. I'm getting on my phone right now.
I want you to see how they wrap up their shows.
Okay.
I just want to quickly say Francine's takeaway from Brother Martin. All I can keep thinking every time you mention him is, "Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man?"
I forget what his name has. Like 12 words. They're so stupid, both of them. They're just dumb. I hope they're just trying to pop themselves because. It doesn't make any sense to me, and it just comes off stupid.
Yeah. See, I would think with Illis, he'd be the Muffin Top Man.
Well, we appreciate all your support, everybody. Thanks so much. Make sure you like and follow the page here. Subscribe on whatever outlet you're on for audio. If you're listening to it on audio, please leave us one of those nice 5-star reviews if you're on iTunes. And we just really appreciate everybody's support. Tell a friend, tell your family.
I would love to just compare this to like our show or to your show. I just don't see any comparisons. I don't even know what the hell I just watched. To be honest.
Bingo.
They just put themselves over. They're just marks for themselves, and they're mean, and I don't like them. I don't like you, Brother Martin, Stutter. Total nonstop asshole, and I don't like you, Chex Mix Wangland. I don't like either of you.
Tell whoever we're having a good time over here. Come out and join us. Whether you're checking it out, later on, or you're one of our late night people that will swing by late night. We know we do it late.
Yeah,
that's the only time we can do. We really appreciate it. We really thank you. And don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow on Tuesday for some down for the count.
The goon. Thank you.
Yeah.
What?
Thank you, you piece of shit. Thank you. All right, guys.
And just really quick, I'm sorry, but for the people that want to criticize us, we got 3 words for you.
Yeah, right. I know these ones right here. Go to hell, man. That's the truth.
That was 4 words.
4 words, you idiot.
Right there. 3 words, 8 letters. Go to hell.
That was 4 words.
Oh my God. It's like they can't even stop for 5 seconds. It's like Grandpa Simpson, okay? Grandpa Simpson, how long can you go without making an ass of yourself? I mean, how long was that? 3 seconds. They can't go any further.
Again, I am not critical. I love when people want to come on, online and express themselves and do fun things and be positive. People like that are just like, they're just... They're just ridiculous. They're mean-spirited. They had nothing good to say. There was no redeeming qualities about them. And I think I'm a very sympathetic person. Like I feel like even if I don't know somebody and I hear a story, like if I didn't watch this and I heard you tell me he's a recovering addict, he's this, he's that, I would feel bad for the guy. I'd say, oh my God, that's such a shame. I feel bad for him. But then he opens his mouth and you hear what spews out. And it's just like, no, you're just not a nice person. I don't feel bad for you. And now you're telling me he's lying about everything. And it's just like, God, if you're so over and you're so great, why are you begging people for attention?
Yeah, you know why we've been doing this for as long as we have been. Why there's so much material.
Again, like I'm not hot at the fact that he doesn't like my work. I'm hot at him for being such a douchebag. For both of them. I shouldn't say him, both of them. They're just mean-spirited people, and I don't like that. So, they can hate me all they want. I don't care. But don't be mean. Don't be mean and condescending to others who are struggling. I don't like that at all. Yep. So I give you a double finger.
Yeah.
That's
I like that. That was the best part so far.
Double finger. I mean, do you agree?
I completely agree with you. Yeah, absolutely.
It's wrong.
And you've had, as long as you know me promoting the show, you've had a general kind of vague knowledge of the situation. Now you got to see it head on. Why it's so frustrating for us who've taken this on of doing this as a regular thing. It's maddening. And they've only gotten worse. I mean, it just seems they get worse every time we hear them.
Everybody's allowed an opinion. I'm not knocking them for their opinion, but I hate people who are condescending pricks. I hate it. I just making fun of people who are struggling and being a man of God and all that. They're so full of shit. Like, shut up. Just stop. Stop putting yourself over, because there's nothing cool about you. I'm sorry. So that's just my opinion.
You nailed it. I mean, you only saw 13 minutes of them, and you nailed it. You've picked up on everything.
If that's the way they are on every episode, it's like, why would people even? I get why you guys do it, because it's funny and you pick them apart. But as a fan, why would I sit there and listen to this garbage?
I just want to point out, I just got a text from Jerry Lynn.
He texted me this morning.
Yeah.
What perfect timing.
That's great. Yeah, I don't know. I like good people.
Yeah. Well, Francine, we can't thank you enough. This has been, we've talked about this for like a year now. You've said it on your shows multiple times that you wanted to come on. We've wanted to have you on for a long time now. So this is our zenith. This is the highest point of Get My Go in a year and a half.
Get out of here.
No, for real, it is.
Come on.
So thank you very much. And the patrons of Eyes Up Here, you guys got to see and hear this first. So
yeah. Sorry, I was just going to say, I hope I didn't disappoint.
No.
You were sensational.
I just don't understand what this concept, not your show concept, their concept of what a podcast should be.
Yeah.
Is because it wasn't good.
Yep.
You were the Amazon version of Fusey.
Okay. Yeah, Fusey wasn't here today.
If Husey was here, we'd be on clip 5 right now. So.
I mean, that's the other thing, too. Keep in mind how long we've been on, and we got through a 13-minute clip.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Well, I'd love to do another one.
Oh, we have another one ready for you whenever you want to do it.
Okay.
It's already clipped, so anytime you want to do it.
Awesome.
For the Get My Go viewers and listeners who aren't familiar with the Eyes Up Here Patreon, Francine, tell us, where can we find that? And it's so interactive. Tell us about it, Francine and Chad.
Sure. So we have a Patreon that goes along with our podcast, Eyes Up Here. The lowest level is $10. It goes all the way up to $100. We have a thing where we do a $25 level as well. You can come on Discord with me during the week. We do private chats on there. We get members to come on and do some of the extras with us, so they can come on. They can play games, take quizzes. We can just talk about whatever they want to talk about. The $100 level, you actually get to co-host the show. So you pick the topic. We basically do whatever the listener wants to do for that hour. It's very interactive. I feel like no one has ever offered that tier before, and I thought of it and I was like, this is something cool to do. But I try to make it as personal as I can, try to get to know our members on a one-on-one basis. I like to know faces as well as names, and it's interactive, it's fun, and we enjoy doing it.
Absolutely.
And that's patreon.com/
Francine Podcast.
Francine Podcast. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, Francine, on all your social media, it's one
at
thing, right?
ECW Diva Francine. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and we're also on YouTube.
Yeah, you kind of ditched Twitch and you've gone to YouTube pretty much, right?
Twitch is for the young gamers and the girls in blow up tubs that dance along with the Wii controller in their hand in a bikini. I can't do that stuff. That's not me.
Coming soon to Eyes Up Here.
No, I came back to.
I was
YouTube.
talking about me.
Oh, you? Yeah, that would be great. No, YouTube has been good so far, and we're hopefully getting to 5K. What is it? 5.1 thousand?
Yeah, 5.3
thousand subscribers. Yeah, we're going to do that, and it's going to be great. And that is also at ECW Diva Francine with an exclamation point. So,
all right. You can check me out on Twitter at Mike Durband. On Instagram, it's Mike. I forgot what it is. I think it's Mike_Durband_show. ProWrestlingTees.com/Mike Durband. YouTube.com/Mike Durband. And please, for the love of God, subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the Get My Go YouTube channel. All right, Aussie Guy, you got the new T-shirt at ProWrestlingTees.com/Mike Durband.
Let's say, check out Malatown on the majority of your podcast apps. And yeah, the Mike nice enough to put up a shirt design for me on his store, ProWrestlingTees.com/Mike Durband. So thank you for that, Mike. Check it out. Otherwise, on Twitter, I am at that Aussie Guy. Just imagine that Aussie Guy and put an S where the A should be.
At ChatEMB on Twitter, at IB Exclusives on Instagram. My new t-shirt store is belowthecollar.com/IB Exclusives. I have my IB Exclusives branded t-shirt as well as my Chadster t-shirt. And everything I do podcasting related, TMPTEmpire.com and patreon.com/Eyes Up Here. I love doing my shows, and now I love doing more on the Creative Control Network. And we've run some Eyes Up Here specials on there, and there is more coming soon to a podcast app near you. So, this was great. Obviously, the two worlds coming together as one. A long time coming, but not disappointed in any way, shape, or form. This was unbelievable. And we'll catch you next week on Eyes Up Here, and I'll catch you next time that I'm back on Get My Go. So, for the Aussie Guy, Mike Durband, and the Queen of Extreme, this is the Chadster, and we will catch you on the flip side.
You should have pulled some baptized fire so Francine can see his childlike understanding of religion.
We'd be here all freaking day if that was the case.
what?
Actually, Bullish one said, if you need to read the kids' Bible, get the kids' Bible so you can understand it. She literally said that one day.
What a bunch of hypocrites!
Oh, yeah.
Oh
So
my goodness!